So, I'm not sure how many of you guys are lost by now because we started on one journey and went very far. So, I wanted to kind of bring you guys back in, refocus you, remember what we started on, and continue upon that path. Remember, guys, that you have to learn the rules of the game and then you have to play better than anyone else. So I was teaching you the rules of the game so that you can play better than anyone else. I just taught you the Scrum life cycle and what you should do there as an automation engineer. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to start writing a manual test, and along that path we're going to understand what automation is, why it's so beneficial, and the goals of automated software testing. So let's talk about testing, which is a loaded topic on its own. It's a huge topic, but for our purposes, I'm going to define it in a few terms. First, the purpose of testing. It doesn't matter manual or automated testing. The reasons why testers were created was to prevent bugs from getting to the client. And it's to ensure that the application is of the highest quality. Probably this one is the overall goal, and then this one is a method of making sure that the application is of the highest quality. Either way, your goal as a tester, whether manual or automated, is to ensure that the application is of the highest quality. Do any of you guys remember those Android phones that were coming out initially when they, began at the time, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago now? How crappy they were, how many bugs they had, how buggy they were, how many problems they had. And compare that to the iPhone, which at the time was flawless, right? Everything functioned beautifully. All the apps worked well. You never had any errors. Nothing was crashing. No apps were shutting down by themselves. Nothing was freezing. And the phone could last for years because it was so quality. So that iPhone style of application, that is what you want as a great tester. You want to make sure that that is what your client sees, as opposed to that first Android version, which was very buggy and very unstable. Now, I'm an Android guy myself, and I'm going to say Android is way better now, and I love it. It's much more stable. But in the beginning stages, it was not a very good phone, and that's because the testing there was not so good. And so what happened was you guys saw the bugs, and it turned a lot of people off of the phone. They said, hey, I don't want this crap in my house. I'm sick of it crashing. I'm sick of it freezing. I'm going to go get an iPhone. And once they went to the iPhone, they stayed there because it's a quality phone that many people love. And so that quality phone is what you want to strive for as a automation tester. You want to make sure that all your applications is of high quality, just like the iPhone.